Hey everybody, this is Darth Boy here, and I was debating about whether or not this is going to be a raw webcam video or not, but it's more than likely going to be a raw webcam video because I kind of miss doing those types of videos, and my forehead wrinkles are showing, which makes me feel freaking old, which is fun. Feeling old is great, and especially when you're only in your 20s. It's very late where I am, but I just wanted to post a video that I just decided to post because it had this like really bad anxiety thing. It was like not like a panic attack or anything. It was just like a freeze up thing where it was just like and then I was like, what the fuck is going on with me right now? So I took a deep breath and I was like, you know what? Let me check my Blade Runner set, the new discs I got back in June. And I saw this little transparent thing that would go, the same heat warping shit is happening to the new set, motherfucker, shit, I'm freaking out. And then I check a few other random Blu-rays, and it looked like it kind of had the same thing, but they play fine. And then I had to really think to myself for a second. In the almost 10 years I've been collecting hardcore, and I want to emphasize that. I mean, if I'm going to look back on it, I've been on and off collecting physical media like games, CDs, DVDs. Like if I'm going back to when I started to collect DVDs, it was probably either 2001 or 2002. So, or when my parents would, or family members would buy me a DVD or give me a DVD for a gift when I was a kid. These things are good to keep in context. Because they make you think about, well, you've had a lot of DVDs, you own a lot of DVDs for one thing, and you take really good care of your movies. And I'm going to turn up the gain a little bit. So, because you take really good care of your movies now, and the movies that you've had for a long time still seem to work very well, there's no real reason to worry. And I counted how many DVDs I've had that have just stopped working altogether, or have just froze up, or I've played back just to make sure they work and they just don't. And it's happened to 2 Blu-rays. Okay, that was the Blade Runner set. And about, just scratching by the way, one Spider-Man 1 DVD, and I had that for years. There was this Batman Returns DVD, which stopped working in 2017. There was, or very recently, the North by Northwest DVD that I replaced. That was 3. Okay, so in total, the stuff I've had over the years of my life that have just flat out stopped working altogether, that are disc-based formats. 5 things. 5 things out of several, and these are officially printed things. These aren't like DVD-Rs. DVD-Rs might be a little bit more tricky because I've seen some of them starting to deteriorate very fast, and I'm probably going to throw out that spindle of DVDs I have had since 2012. Yeah, that's all I've had it. The other thing I'm just thinking about is, I think whether or not there's a part of my brain going whether I've wasted my life, or I've wasted time collecting movies. That's a better way to phrase it. And you know, at the end of the day, it is a hobby. You know, I find joy in doing it. They work. I've had DVDs from when I was a kid that were scratched to shit that seemed to work fine. I don't really understand why I have this nagging tick in my head. I guess it's because I love my movie collection at the end of the day, and I'm passionate about it, and I enjoy it. And it makes me very upset when I start to see things not work, or potentially not work. But those are just potential things that could happen. They're not happening. I have several things that can play them, that can show me whether or not something's working. I've got this external Blu-ray player right here on my left that I've mainly kept because this disc reader on this computer isn't working as well, and I've had that for years, and I may as well get some use out of it. I also just gotta think of other movie collectors, people I really like to watch. They collect movies, and I'm sure they've had stuff in their collection, whether it be DVD or Blu-rays, that have just stopped working. And most of the time, you hope that it's just a very replaceable release. And what I'm trying to tell myself, as a means to chill out, especially with the Blade Runner set, is that worst comes to worst, I still have I have this DVD set I got from, I think I got it in, 2012? No, that's not true at all. It's not 2012. I'm mixing up my dates here. I think I got it New Year's of. No, I got it around 2015. Maybe I got it in 2016. I'm very tired and nervous about a lot of things. What else is there? And I have that DVD set, and I think that DVD set works fine. So, worst comes to worst, I have the set. The only problem is, because it's 3 movies on one DVD, or 3 versions of a movie on one DVD. And the compression and artifacting are going to look ridiculous and terrible. And that's not how I want to watch my Blade Runner, any version of Blade Runner. But I do have it. So, if something happens to this set, and they don't re-release this thing, and I'm sure they will down the road. Let's see. The 40th anniversary is only 3 years away. So 2022. So I'm sure they'll re-release it then, because if I'm going off by when they re-release this stuff, I mean, they re-released Blade Runner, the original set, in that nice 5-disc set back in 2007, and that was the 25th anniversary. They re-released it for the 35th anniversary in 17. Now, granted, that was because there was also a sequel coming out that unfortunately bombed, like the original. I've only seen the second film once. I think that's mainly because of how long it is. But it was a great film from what I remember. It's just very disappointing. And I did hear that the initial run of the 4K set did have the 3 other copies of the film. So hopefully by the 40th anniversary of Blade Runner, they will re-release that film with all 5 versions again. And I'm pretty sure they will, because it's one of Warner Brothers' best releases. And I'm sure they would probably do a 4K digibook, and it would look great. So that's just the worst case scenario if this other copy goes bad, because what am I gonna fucking do? Buy another fucking copy as an extra backup? Or am I just gonna enjoy this release as long as I can? That's all you can do at the end of the day. I think I'm just recording this video as a way to, get this anxiety crap out of my head. Because I got other stuff to do. I got stuff going on with work, schoolwork that I gotta get done. and I prefer to get that done. So to just get all this little bullshit out of my head, it's best to just, you know, vent about it, and that's what I'm doing essentially. I like making these videos, by the way. Tell me what you guys like in the comments. Do you like the edited versions with a couple of random jump cuts, or do you like the freeform style videos? Because that's what this is essentially. It is a freeform style video. So, fingers crossed. Whoops. Damn preemie hands. Right? Because your fingers get messed up, and also years of typing on the computer, that doesn't help. Fingers crossed on the set lasting 10 years, if not longer, or 6 years. So I'm pretty optimistic that it will. Plays fine in the various players that I have. So I guess that's all I can do. Tell me about your experiences or minor paranoias about your movie collection in the comments down below. I think by making this video, we can all have a nice little maybe therapy session, like a group therapy session in the comments, hopefully. I mean, I know in the grand scheme of things, this is one of the dumbest things to worry about. But, you know, when you have something and you're passionate about it, and I'm sure if you're a collector, you understand this, objectively, it's stupid to complain about this. It's stupid to worry about this. But from a very emotional standpoint, it is a rational response, I guess. Like I said, I'm very tired. It is 2:05 in the morning. Holy crap. I think that's it. Once again, leave your comments down below, and I guess that's it.